Well, 1,000 subscribers, who would have thought? Turns out that all you need to do to get a subscriber boost is to create a video with honest intentions to do a thought experiment. What appears to happen is that a flat earther will get really indignant about someone actually exploring their ideas properly. The big boost obviously came from Anthony Riley's little escapade where he came across my video and didn't understand anything. Therefore, he assumed that it was an attack and he went out all guns blazing to create a response. And then Blue Marble Science gave a mirror, and then when you add the two together, you just get a lot of attention. So thank you, Sleeping Warrior, and most of all, a big thank you to Blue Marble Science. Now, I want to highlight that this is not a 1,000 subscriber special or anything. I intend to do something along those lines at some point, but unfortunately, I'm in a bit of a pickle when it comes to the YouTube/real life balance. I had always planned to do a 1,000 sub special, but I didn't expect to hit it this soon. And I also have a few regular videos planned, but production on those is a bit slower than usual. This is because I'm currently working on the preparations for two big experiments involving high energy X-rays and neutron scattering. And I'm sure that you'll understand that these are currently my top priority. So Sleeping Warrior did a response to my response video, which was a response to a response in the first place. In this video, he just doubles down on his silly and indefensible position.
Data isn't proof of anything. There's no room for maths in science. Science does not need to be quantifiable.
In the description of my response to his response, I already indicated that I wouldn't be taking it any further by creating a response to his response to my response, which was a response to his response. As you can see from my use of the word response, I think the whole thing is rather silly. Now, because of me ducking out of this little farce, he will probably claim victory, but having seen his response to my response, which was a response to his response, any further engagement will just look like bullying. You know, the kind of bullying where the victim is not aware of being bullied, and I am simply not down with that. Another important point is that my channel, or my YouTube presence for that matter, is not about debate on these topics. Regardless of how wrong ideas are, I like to explore them and see what we can learn about physics. Now, if you want a classic debunk or a debate, then some of the other channels are better suited for you. Now, don't get me wrong, I am perfectly happy to debate certain topics, but when it comes to science, I expect you to have a certain reading level, because there are some very interesting ideas which are subject to debate, namely interpretations of quantum mechanics, the correct investment strategies in climate science, or how to deal with artificial intelligence. However, the shape of the Earth is not one of those topics. That being said, if Sleeping Warrior wants to have a chat with me, then he is welcome to do so. I can generally be found on some of the open debates as a moderator, and as anyone who has seen those can attest, I am a pretty fucking awful moderator, as I have a tendency to jump in and get involved very quickly as I get annoyed with the stupid. However, I am not going out of my way to engage in a debate because, as I said, that is not what this channel or my YouTube presence is about. As for my public response to the video, instead of doing some catty shit where I specifically address points that Sleeping Warrior made, I will stay in keeping with the channel theme and write stuff for several videos that will explore the scientific method along with the methods that we employ for investigations. Secondly, Sleeping Warrior has encouraged people to repeat the egg experiment, and as I have a bit of Patreon cash now, I may use that to repeat it, but by taking a more rigorous approach, and don't count on it involving any eggs. The purpose of the video will be to demonstrate how we go about experimental design, configuration, calibration, execution, analysis, and discussion. I will approach the experiment in a thorough manner with all the controls in place to ensure that we can identify a cause, effect, and a mechanism. Aside from that, I also have some rather big projects coming up that will explore environmental issues, so watch this space, or at least the space of some other YouTubers for that. I will release more information when it gets closer to the time. As this is a channel update rather than my regular content, I'll also plug my Twitter, where I'll talk more shit and try to give interesting physics facts every day, and also go check out the Shills, where we do a live show every Saturday. Finally, I will plug my Patreon, where I try to give my patrons early access to content and the occasional patron-only content in exchange for small donations, which will help me maintain my equipment and invest in the channel. Links to all of this will be in the description. But that was it for now. You'll catch me soon with the videos about the topics that I've just outlined, and a special thanks to my patrons who have supported me over the past few months, and their names will be appearing on screen shortly.